Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
See, Guthr case, it's being reported that the sheriff's department there in Tucson says that they have several key pieces of evidence. The question is, have they verified it? What do they have? And then there's a report that TMZ, which got one of the alleged ransom notes, just got another very ominous one. Well, who better to fill us in on everything than Betsy Brantner Smith? She is a retired Chicago area police officer. She's also the spokesperson with the National Police Association and was a hostage negotiator also and is right there in Tucson. Betsy, fill us in on the latest, please.
Well, Rita, I'm here at the Pima County Sheriff's Department on Media Row, and there's so much breaking so quickly that we can barely keep up with it. Some of the bigger developments today were, of course, that tent that was put in front of the Nancy Guthr home. The federal investigators went up there, put a tent in the front entrance, and were in there for a while working. Then they packed it up. We think they were doing measurements. Things like that. And then, we've got the glove evidence. We've got some video of people who look like possibly the person seen at the front of the Guthr home with the backpack. There's lots of analysis of the video and so many other things, including we've got a few sketchy details of this latest note to TMZ, but one of the problems that we're seeing, Rita, is there doesn't seem to be a lot of cooperation between the FBI, the Sheriff's Department, and, of course, communication with the media, and that is somewhat hampering the information.
You know, Betsy, I want to go back to the video that you just told us about, because that's new. They put out that footage of the guy from the ring cam. But now, what is this? Is this something new? Is this new video that you're saying? That people in the area, tell us about that, because that's a biggie.
There is a piece of video that's circulating on some of the news channels and online of a man in a neighborhood in the Pima County area, but about 6 miles from Nancy Guthr's house. A man who is holding a similar backpack. And again, this is similar footage, similar ring camera footage, except on the side of a home. And he has a small backpack on his back. He has a bigger backpack, very similar to that Walmart backpack that the original suspect had. And he is seen around a residential dumpster. He is seen along the fencing, and people are trying to draw parallels between him and the suspect at the Guthr house. I think primarily because they're kind of the same size, and also of the similarity of the backpack. Investigators also went around today asking for additional ring camera footage or surveillance footage from the people in the neighborhood, not just from the night she disappeared, but from a few weeks ago, and that has piqued curiosity as well.
Do we think that this person, like they got that guy Carlos the other day, who they detained and then they released him, and he was a delivery guy? Do they think it was someone who was sort of casing the area? Because that request for the ring cam in the neighborhood was from January 1st to February 2nd. She was taken right February 1st. So do they believe that it was someone who was checking the area? And is this new footage tied to somebody who might have been scouting out the area? Where does this footage come from?
This footage came from another resident who lives in Pima County. But again, it's 6 miles from the Guthr home. I think it's the backpack. There's another piece of footage circling around, mostly on X, that just shows someone else with a backpack. Could it be the same guy? Here's the thing. And I think you and I talked about this in the beginning. This is an area that has a lot of property crime in it. Tucson, Arizona has a lot of property crime. And you can go on, for example, the Nextdoor app or your Ring community app and see these types of videos with some frequency. So do I think any of these are related? I'll be honest, I don't. But I do think that we are getting closer to at least identifying some persons of interest. And we'll see. I'm literally standing next to the SWAT command vehicle right now, and we're waiting to see if they are going to head out like they did the other night when they stopped this delivery driver. And
right.
Remember, he hasn't been ruled out. He has just been released.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's a fair point. The other thing, Betsy, too, you know, it's amazing. I'm waiting to see, I was just telling the guys here, I was waiting to see if there's going to be more surveillance footage because she had definitely cameras on the roof. We saw that. Maybe she had something in the home. So far, they've only put the one outside. Is there more stuff that you think is going to come? And then my other question is too, you talked about the FBI, forensics unit there. My understanding from talking to a whole bunch of FBI folks is they can literally figure out, like today they put the tent up. They can literally figure out how tall somebody is to within an inch. You can figure out exactly, how much they weigh, the size of the shoes that, like they can talk about how sophisticated when you have the might of the FBI there.
Absolutely. And I think that's what they were doing today. I think they put the tent up because they didn't want all the media scrutiny. They didn't want the potential bad guys watching to know any of that. And you're right. Is there more video footage? Presumably there would be. I know that there's so much difficulty, but I know because I talked to one of them, there's additional technical advisors that are flying in right now that'll get here tonight, people with great technical skills, geofencing skills, geo-mapping skills that are coming in tonight. So it sounds like we're going to get assistance. And you brought up a great point. Were there cameras?
Yeah, we just have a few seconds here, Bets. Go ahead.
Okay, but think about this. Here you are, an 84-year-old woman with, who's fairly wealthy. Why didn't you have an alarm system?
Yeah, it's interesting. You're right. There's so many questions tonight. And we don't even know. It may not have been forced entry too. They were waiting on that too as well. Betsy, thank you. You are right there on the ground, our eyes and ears, and we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Talk to those SWAT guys that are literally standing a few feet away from you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rita.
Thank you.